Stream elements. Bill 1949T is now live. Streaming DCS World, My Flight Simming, DCS.
Connect ground air supply.
Copy. Ground air supply is now connected.
Chief, apply ground air supply.
Copy. Air is now applied.
Anyone that's watching, if you have any idea how I overcome this, I'd be interested. The radio, there is no radio, it's easily available with the LA7 now. So you have to make one, you have to provide one. So I've done that. So I've linked it up with the radio. But when you push Control-Shift-Tab, you should get the radio menu, the radio chat menu come up, the radio chat window come up. And it doesn't. Now it does on the split, but for some reason it isn't on the LA7. If anyone's got any ideas about that, I'd be interested to know.
Ghetto Zebras. Hey Bill.
Hi Ghetto. Right, I made a bit of headway with the radio, but only a bit, in as much as you have to assign a radio, and I can talk you through that now and how to do it for the LA7. But what I'm finding is, like with the Spitfire, as you probably be aware, you hit Shift Control Tab and it brings up the radio window. That is not happening in the LA7 for me at the moment, and I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, if I've missed a point somewhere or what. I've got the radio, but I can't see the radio window, and I don't know if I'm transmitting.
Ghetto Zebras. That key combo does nothing for me either, just tested.
Yeah, in the Spit it does obviously, but I don't know if there's something else we have to do in the LA7 or what. We must be able to get our radio working in it, but I think we need that window open, if nothing else, just to see the little box turn red as we transmit. It is mapped to that on the well, it is for me on the controls. When you look at just go right down to the bottom of the radio chat controls, and it shows it there as Shift Control Tab. So it should work according to that, but it doesn't. At least it doesn't on the LA7. Unless, of course, we can't have a radio yet until they sort it out. Maybe that's an issue we have to do. So I'm going to move out.
Ghetto Zebras. Ah yeah, it seems you're right about that. Currently no radio that will be worked in. Just a quick Google search though, who knows.
Oh, okay, alright then, thank you. So at least we know how to set it up, and as far as I'm concerned, I have set it up, but they've yet to make that setup work in the LA7. This aircraft a taxi. I think I actually do a better taxi than Spit. Just got to get used to this one, I suppose, but it seems a bit more wobbly, floating, imprecise. watching my stream, they're going to think they get the wrong stream if they were hoping to watch me. They're going to be thinking they got the wrong stream because for the last couple of nights I've been in LA7 when something. For a second because it was too long. As will be evident by if you were watching my road. Quick look on the map to see if anyone's coming in or going there. Okay, looking good. Who have I got there? We've got Undead, myself, and Never Delta, aka Ghetto, all in LA7s. Very nice too. It would be nice if you had the radio on this though, that's for sure. Undead away. Flaps are ready. I'm going to go, I think. Damaged the gear on that one, not surprising, it was a terrible time. So I've got one gear leg, I think, probably dangling down. Just remembered in time, I hope, to fully open my air intakes. going to try and land with one wheel half up, so I've decided to belly flop when I'm on the grass here. It's great, so that's okay. Both my gear legs are showing up now because it's been pushed up by the crash. I think I might actually get repaired and see how that goes. Then I probably won't be able to get my gear. Let's see what happens. It might not be able to do it because it might be stuck with the gear down, or it might open the gear before it puts me down. I don't know. Let's see.
Request repair. Copy.
Well, it says it's going to repair me. Let's see if it puts me back on my wheels. I think I might have tried to push it too hard for the takeoff, you know, to get the revs up too quick maybe. I see you landed it. What I saw of it looked good. What was it like, Ghetto? Was your landing good?
Ghetto zebras. Yeah, it wasn't too bad until I got slower and was oversteering. The pedals got a little swirly, but in one piece.
Yeah, I think that happens, doesn't it? When you slow down, it becomes more sensitive, I suppose, to rudder and brake movements. 30 seconds and they're going to repair me, he says with his fingers crossed. Let's see what they do. Okay, I'm up on the ramp, so I'm going to put my gear down. Oh, they have. C'est très bien. but I can't get my flaps to go up. Oh, probably because the engine's not running, yeah. The engine running. That all seemed to work okay, so let's see that take off without messing the gear up this time. A bit more stable. Lost my brakes. I'll go through the air thing again.
Chief, connect ground air supply.
He's not going to do that because stuff here. Frankly, normally operate here.
Discord check.
Yeah, check copy.
Yep, receiving.
Yeah.
I just thought I'd drop in. Maybe there's a key binding or something gone awry on your machine. Or maybe for the A7, I don't know. But Undead was saying that he's had the LA7 radio working.
Full throttle and RPM pitch for 15 minutes max.
Stand by because I've got my female voice reading stuff for me over the chat. I'll have to come back on that, Ghetto. I was fighting to hear you because of the radio, the stream chat. But yeah, hold on. So you're saying someone who was it has had it running?
Undead put in an ARC 210.
Oh, so different radio. But was he able to get
not
the
that
radio
should make a
reading?
difference. Well, yeah, because you have to put in the frequency unless it just happens to default to 124 by chance.
Okay, so the answer then might be change my radio to what was it?
What?
What radio did he put in?
Oh, the ARC 210.
ARC 210. Okay, well I used the Spitfire one, so I'll go.
Yeah.
I'll do it
Well,
again.
I've used the Spitfire one on the i16. Because it'll be on. In theory, it'll be on the same keybind as it is for other modules, because it's on the voice comms module, which is distinct from the planes.
I missed some of that. What's in here?
So
Someone flew
whatever
past me.
whatever the keybind is that you use in other modules, it should be the same one to open the radio for the
Yes.
LA7 because it's a separate, distinct keybind. So.
Yeah, it is. I'm using the same keybind, but it's just not opening yet.
Make sure, go into your mapping screen for the LA7 and do that same key combination. Make sure it's not mapped to something specifically in the LA7. Because the LA7 will take precedence over the voice comms.
For which one? Not you don't mean for the to get the window up?
Yes. Whichever one isn't working.
Show voice chat window is the same shift control tab in this.
Yeah.
Oh, are you saying go to the lag itself?
Go to the lag. Go to the LA7 bindings, not the voice chat bindings.
Right, okay. Where's that going to be? In comms, I guess.
No. Go to the. So you're looking at the LA7 bindings now, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can either search for void, or right now with the mapping screen open, press your button or your key combination that would open the window, and if it's mapped to something, it will jump to it.
Gotcha. Hold on. No, it didn't. So, void.
Ghetto Zebras. Okay, I've got the radio up at top left.
Ghetto says he's got the radio. Hold on. I'm not seeing that.
Ghetto Zebras.
Got it to look for
I
void.
went into voice chat.
Hang on.
Ghetto Zebras.
Let me
Instead of LA7.
look at your stream.
Yeah, Ghetto,
Okay.
I've also,
Delayed.
on voice chat, I've got the same mapping, Control Shift Tab.
Ghetto
That
Zebras.
doesn't bring it up.
And rebound the key that brings that up normals.
So okay, so just select the LA7. Clear out the search.
Sorry, hang on. Just search on there for void, but didn't find anything.
No, it's okay. So don't search. So what button? No, go into the LA7. I appreciate that I'm also possibly a couple of seconds behind you.
Sorry, I've got aircraft whizzing around here. I'm struggling to hear you. Hang on, let's just bring the other volume down. That might help. Right, sorry, try again.
Right. So don't search. What key combination? Right. Close the drop down. Right.
Yeah, and when I hit the key combination, it doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't do anything.
Right. But yeah, receiving. I don't know if you're receiving.
Yeah, you get me.
Alright, no, I'm hearing a check, but
You're not hearing me.
no, I am hearing you.
Right. So on this screen, I hit the key combination Control Shift Tab. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't find anything.
Okay. And if you go to the voice comms and then do it, it does jump to it.
Yes, it does.
But I'm just playing catch up. Okay. There's nothing duplicated.
So do I need to just change the radio? Should I not need to change the radio?
Shouldn't need to change the radio. It's just a personal choice.
Ghetto Zebras. He received me but I couldn't hear him.
Okay, stand by Ghetto. Yeah, Lexor. Ghetto says he's sorted for him. He's getting the radio window, but I believe I've done the same as him, as I'm not getting it. I probably need to just see exactly what he did.
The alternate.
Eh? I think he didn't have
Ghetto,
it bound.
I could hear you. No, right. Okay, right. He didn't have it bound in the voice call.
Yeah.
I'm just going to respond to Ghetto on your stream. I just seen your chat. Received me, but couldn't hear him. I could hear Ghetto on. I could hear you, Ghetto, on Discord, but you didn't appear to be able to hear us.
Yeah, I didn't hear Ghetto on Discord, only on my stream.
I did.
At least, well, I don't think I did.
Oh, hang on. How did I hear you? How did I hear him on your stream, but not anywhere else? Oh,
Well,
hang
we
on.
didn't
He is
hear
on the
him.
ARC 210 in DCS.
You only heard the message being read.
No, I heard a male voice say check check.
Oh, okay, I didn't get that.
Bizarre. Okay, so I don't know where the hell I heard that from then. Yeah, and I'm not sure how to. I'm not sure what would need to be done to get your binding. I mean, you could try clearing your binding for your radio, and then rebinding it in case rebinding it sets something in the LA7 bindings.
Okay, I'll try that now. It won't matter which order you pressed on the buttons, will it?
No, it's cumulative.
It's just a combination of those buttons.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go back and try it, but I suspect that ain't going to work. We'll see. No, that didn't do it.
Have you got anything taking focus?
Taking focus.
So hang on. I accidentally paused your stream. That's right. No, it's not updating. Right. Okay. Now I've got an up-to-date copy of your stream. Yeah, I'm not sure what to suggest. It's one of those things where, unless I can...
It seems odd that Ghetto has got the radio window up and I'm not.
Yeah, I'll say, I did manage it as well, so...
Yeah. So there must be something set wrongly somewhere else.
If you go into any other module, does it still work for you?
Yeah, when I was in the spit last night, I'm sure that went in and I'm sure it worked on the spit.
Yeah, but you've only added the radio tonight. Today, rather.
We'll see what's saying.
With the LA7, so go into the Spitfire and see if that is still coming up for you.
Yeah, okay. I'll go in the spit. Reset. Yeah, comes up straight away. Unless, oh no, no, that's right. Ignore me.
Yeah, I'm not sure what to suggest on that one. Short of a repair, which is a little bit excessive for right now.
Yeah, I mean, I do a repair when I get an update anyway. I'll do a quick repair when I do an update.
Right, I do a long repair. Not that that's making any difference.
Wait a minute, I've got the radio. I've got it. I just realised it's sitting there.
What? You're in the Spitfire, aren't you? Or did you swap back?
No, I've swapped back to the LA.
Okay, fair enough.
It's not.
But you opened it in the Spitfire. You opened it whilst you were in the Spitfire.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, okay. It's not responding.
It's open.
It's not responding to a push to talk.
Okay, so now that one you might need to map specifically into the LA7.
Okay, can I use one that's already in use for something else, like the one I'm using for the A10? Or I'm currently trying to use the Spitfire.
Yeah, module mappings can duplicate across different modules. So you can use the same combination in multiple modules, they don't interfere. You just can't use the same combination in two places in the same module.
Okay.
I was just seeing. I was just trying to see if I've got if I can see what the LA control list is. I don't think I can if I don't own it. No. Undead. We are looking for if there is a binding in the LA7 for push to talk. Oh yeah, just do a search on PTT within the lag.
Oh right, within the lag module. Hold on.
I have to use one that's specific specific to the K50, for example. I can't use the main
talk of any sort in LA7 itself. Ghetto zebras.
Once again, I had two people talking at once, and that confused me. Ghetto is saying doesn't seem to be a push to talk in LA7. I'll do a quick check just to satisfy myself. There's nothing under PTT.
Voice, radio, Ion. What is it's called something under the K50. Which of course doesn't have comms, communications. Nope. Radio comms, there we go. Nope. Oh, that's That's right. It's yes. Right. So the LA7 might have a reservation in the radio list. So when you're in the A10 or the Huey, you have multiple radios, and if you want to use a different radio, you have to use the R numeric for whatever radio it is you're trying to make use of. Because you've added a radio, it would be the PTT-R2 combination, if you have one, in your voice comms mapping set. Good shout, Undead.
Hang on.
Because technically, the radio that you've added, the Spitfire radio, is now the second radio in that module. So you need to look in your voice comms mappings to see if you have a mapping for R2 PTT.
No, wait. R2 VoIP PTT.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, hang on, that's what I use for the A10.
Yeah, okay, so you can use the same one. So if you press that same button sitting in the lag, it should actuate the radio.
We're now talking about speaking on the radio, right?
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. That's working. Yeah, that's working. It's a pity that I can't use the other one for the same as the Spitfire, but okay. Something else to remember: in the LA7, I've got to use a pull to talk. It's a different button, a different hat switch. So to get that radio comms up, radio menu up, I've just got to perhaps being in a different aircraft, like such as the Spit. Get the radio menu up, then swap to this aircraft. I don't know if you got any of that. I suspect you didn't, because I was talking on my radio. So I'll have to.
I didn't, because I'm not slotted, but other people might have if they've got their radio on.
Yeah, they might have done. So the thing is, I've got to. I'm now transmitting on radio, so that's fine. I pulled to talk on a different hat switch, but to get the radio menu up, I've got to be in a different aircraft, e.g. the Spit first, get the radio menu, then come back to this aircraft, yeah?
Unknown at the moment. It just seemed to be a coincidence that was the case. It might not be the case moving forward, so you have to sort of experiment with that one.
Okay, a bit of suck it and see involved there. All right then. Okay, well thank you for all that, because it finally got me there. I've got radio. So in that case, I should be able to speak to Ghetto. I'm going to give him a try on the radio.
Okay. Crab, many thanks for the alert, buddy. How you doing? Although
Ghetto,
you're lurking, so you're probably not there to answer, but thank you anyway. Hope things are going good for you. Hope your events have been going good in War Thunder. For those of you not familiar with Crab, go and check him out. Mainlines,
was that
War
all
Thunder, also does DCS.
Is that all meant really just for your stream or what?
No, I don't have the yellow
sorry,
box
no, it should
like
be
you
muted.
around
It's
our
got
PTT.
itself back to front.
Okay, right. So, okay, I'm now going to be communicating on radio, hopefully, or my stream with Ghetto.
And I'll sit and mute myself on Discord.
Copy. Okay, Ghetto on radio. I'm speaking on radio. Are you receiving? I'm getting a red box now, so you don't have the yellow box. You don't get the yellow box. What colour box do you get?
Ghetto zebras. No. Ghetto zebras. But it's because mine isn't on.
Yours isn't on. What, your radio's not on or what?
Ghetto zebras. Although Laxa heard mimic testing, I can't hear.
Okay, I'm not sure where we're at that with that. So on the radio mode window, you don't get the yellow box. Do you get any colour box around RPTT?
Ghetto zebras. I don't.
So it's greyed out.
Ghetto zebras. Yes, sir.
Okay, have we had this before? I can't remember. What you could possibly try
Ghetto zebras.
is leave your AC.
Which bind was it for that one?
Well, for me, it's a bit more complex than that. For me, it's the same bind as I use for the A10. What it'll be for you, I don't know, but it's not the same as a Spitfire for push to talk. I can't use that. But what you could try is jump out of the LA7, jump in a Spit, get it working on that, just get your radio on and do your push to talk, then come back to the LA7, because I think that process at least brought up my radio mode window.
Chief, disconnect ground air supply.
Copy. Ground air supply is now disconnected.
Radio check. check. 49 radio check. Radio check.
Hey Bill, just waiting for lads to come on. How you been?
Hi Gunther, yeah, not bad. I've been trying to get the radio at work on this LA7. So as you see, it's not a Spitfire. Right. It's a good little aircraft. I'll recommend this. It's a good little aircraft. Well, I had a lot of trouble trying to get radio working, but finally sort of got there. But I think it's a case of setting up frequencies and which radio to use. So it's still a bit of a fight. Alexa has been on, but he had to reboot his machine, so he should be back.
Golfing Panda 86. You sound a little low, by the way.
Oh, okay, it could be that it's been nudged down automatically by something. I don't know why that happens. I'll just check it. Well, I think that seems alright, so I'll just bring it down a bit on the on the other sounds. I brought that down a bit. What's it like at the moment with another noise in the background?
Gunfin Panda 86. That's better, buddy.
Okay. But I mean, when I get more background noise, I'll have to lean in on the mic a little bit more, that's all. Because up as far as it will go on OBS, if I turn it up more on my Sound Blaster audio card, it'll possibly start going funny on me. I'll try to bring it up a bit more. Brought it up a tad, we'll see how that goes. Although it's not going up very far on the meter when I speak, it's not sort of peaking out or anything. See how it goes, see how it goes.
Gunfu Panda 86. I think it's just you in-game sound that louder.
Yeah, I have brought that down a bit. I would like to get a response on the radio. I'm transmitting on 124. Try it again. 49, radio check. I think I'm transmitting on 124, okay, but maybe there's no one there that's on 124. Seems it doesn't allow me to change the frequency on the LA7. That's like dedicated. So I'm speaking on the SCR 5.2A, which is my spit radio. And that seems to be transmitting okay, but I don't think there's anyone else that has receiving. So maybe I'll just trundle off down that way and see if that'll take off. I think everything's okay. I don't think I've forgotten anything. We'll see. I must remember to close my radiator flaps before I take off. The LA7 is a nice little plane. I recommend it. Spent a lot of time in the LA7 over the past couple of days.
Gunfin Panda 86. Who is in the jet?
No idea, probably Warhawk. I know that it blows my frame rate away when they buzz me. It's lovely to be buzzed, but it's destroying my frame rate at the moment. radio check. Was that a radio check for me? For 49?
Ghetto Zebras.
Excellent, we are talking, it's working, thank you.
Stand by for flyby.
Yep, copy that. You'll probably knock my frames out. That's what we like to do, fast and low. But as I say, at the moment, these buzzes are really looking my frame rate out. The 49 pulling up 084 takeoff. Flaps, I must open the flaps. Great flaps, that is.
Gun Fu Panda 86. Guru Lax is back, be right back, Bill.
Copy Panda. buzz them, so if it knocks their frame rate out, it probably won't. That won't mind itself.
Ghetto zebras. I can't get mine to transmit audio.
Okay, so
Ghetto zebras. Gonna keep looking.
is the box lighting up? Are you getting the box lit up yellow? Is it enabled in yellow now? You spoke to me earlier on, didn't you?
Ghetto zebras. It isn't, it works in the spit, but when I get in R7 it doesn't.
I thought you spoke to me earlier, or were you in the spit at that time?
Ghetto zebras. For some reason I transmitted, but it wasn't how you are here.
Right, so coming back then, in the LA7, is your RPTT enabled? Is it yellow?
Ghetto zebras. No, I've tried a bunch of different kinds for Viva like PTT in the radio menu as well.
Okay, well the thing is, if that box isn't yellow, so it's not enabled, I don't think any other keybinds are going to help. We've got to... Which radio did you select to use in this aircraft? I used my spit, which is the something like 225.
Ghetto zebras. It doesn't let me choose one, it's grayed out, which is odd.
Okay, so yeah, but did you set a radio up on the on the audio menu, like not in the when you come out of the mission, you can go to the audio menu. Did you set a radio in that? Probably have to land and we might be able to talk you through this. Because there's radio options, then you have to select your aircraft at the top, and then down the bottom left select a radio. And the radio you want, I can tell you what the radio is that you want if you use a Spitfire. Spitfire radio.
Up. Ghetto Zebras. You got it.
Okay, have you found... So you found how to set the radio, have you set it?
I think I found what you're saying.
Right, so it's LA7 at the top, and then select the radio that, I think it's 225 at the end, the numbers, I can't remember for sure.
Ghetto Zebras. I had to leave and actually select one to use in game. Ghetto Zebras. Like you said there.
It's 522, 522. 1 SCR 522. If you choose that, and then you have to set the frequency. So I've set it to 124 as we usually have. So you can click on that in the, if you can see on my screen, there's SCR 522A. I've set it to 124.
Ghetto Zebras. And sorry, which ARC radio model was it?
ARC? Do you mean SCR? It's the SCR 522A. Okay, so flew into the ground. Never mind. That's because I was trying to turn with a 109. Let's get another one. I'll get in the LA7 again.
Ghetto zebras. Got it.
You got it. Good. So are you getting me on radio now? You're hearing me on radio, Ghetto?
Yep, gotcha.
Super duper. Very hissy, and I'll struggle to understand that because it's hissy, but at least it's radio, so that's good. Okay, I'm going to go through my process and get started.
I had to leave and go into the options there and actually select the radio for it.
Oh, couldn't understand that very much at all. It's a very noisy radio, very noisy. Well, hang on, where are you? Let's have a look. Blimey, you're only spitting distance up the road, and yet I'm getting a really noisy radio. So although we've got the radio, I don't know how much it's going to work because for me that was really noisy. I would say more than 50% of the sound was radio noise, and the voice was less than 50%, I would say.
That's weird, yours sounds perfectly fine.
Yeah, I mean, if it weren't for the background hiss, that was better actually. If it wasn't for the background hiss, you'd be okay. But I'm getting more. I've got a lot of background hiss, but say on that last transmission of yours, it didn't seem so hissy. Right, I'm going to go from my process and get started up.
Chief, connect ground air supply.
Copy. Ground air supply is now connected.
Chief, apply ground
Ghetto
air supply.
zebras. I wonder if
Copy.
it's something you can turn
Air
down
is
like
now
a radio
applied.
effect.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Maybe, I don't know. Pushing
Ghetto
wrong buttons
zebras.
now.
Yours is clear for me.
Oh, I see. I mean, if you was to listen on my stream, you'd hear what I mean. Not, on the first transmissions that you got, they were really hissy. So I don't know what I would be able to change on that. If there is some kind of a radio effect that you can add in, I guess it's on the audio screen, which I can't access from here.
Any different or?
Didn't understand any of that. You have to listen on my stream so you can hear what I'm saying. Maybe listen to it afterwards,
Ghetto zebras.
unless you can hear it now. But I would have thought
Wow,
that'd be
it
in a while.
sounds crazy. Ghetto zebras.
Oh, you just heard yours.
Not sure why.
Yeah. Is it tuned in to 124? There's no other little digits at the end, is there? Oh, hang on. Mine has gone to 100. You're still receiving me? Yeah, mine's changed to 100. I don't know how you're receiving me.
Ghetto Zebras. Mine was 2. I just went to 124.
Okay, I'll go back to 124. Stand by. So you probably didn't get that. I'll go to 124. Okay, Ghetto, you receiving? Ooh, I'm not sure if that was a nope or what yup or a what, but once again, background noise. Let's make sure it hadn't changed again. No, I'm still on 124. That's worked okay. It stayed there. I'll leave that big window up so you can see.
Ghetto Zebras. That's very squelchy coming through.
Yeah.
Ghetto Zebras. I've got no sound going.
No sound going. Not sure what you mean.
Ghetto Zebras. Not sure why it sounds like that.
No, it's really odd, especially if my radio sounds okay. I don't know what the difference would be, unless there's, as you say, something else on the audio screen that I got set differently from yours.
Ghetto Zebras.
Yeah, copy 124.
Be nice if someone else in game could give some feedback if it's my end.
Is that Ghetto chatting on stream or in radio?
Ghetto's chatting on stream at the moment. He can chat on radio, but it's very, very noisy. I'm not sure why. We're both on 124. I'm just wondering if he's got extra digits where he's got 124. Perhaps he's pointing something or other they haven't realised.
No, I'm not hearing transmit.
No, he wasn't transmitting at that time. I'll see if I can get him to do it. Ghetto, could you give a test transmission, please, for Alexa to hear?
No, I wasn't. No, it was more. I wasn't sure if you were talking to stream but accidentally through radio, or if you were talking to someone on radio. And if you were talking to someone on radio, then I was not hearing them, only you.
Okay, a bit of a mix of both of the above, I think. Did you catch that, Lex, or from Ghetto?
Yeah, thank you.
Very noisy. If that was Ghetto, I heard you, mate, but I couldn't understand it. It might just be me. Maybe Lexor understood.
Ghetto Zebras. Is it still doing it there?
I'm still getting a lot of background noise, but it might be me as well. It might not just be the background noise. It might be just me because I'm perhaps bad with listening and hearing radio and stuff. But it was not intelligible for me.
Ghetto Zebras. Well, Laxa came clear. Ghetto Zebras. To you.
Yeah, Lexor was clear to me. Yeah. Sorry, I was talking on radio then. I meant to talk to my stream. It's the same button, different direction, so easy to get wrong. Right, so yeah, Lexor could hear me, I could hear him. To me, Lexor was clear, no problem. So I was thinking, on your radio 522A, if you look at my stream, 124.000, have you got anything in that 000?
Solely thinking it's something I have going on. Ghetto Zebras. I've got 124.000.
Yeah, that setting is good, so that can't be the answer. AM is the only option. 10 watts is the only option. SQL, have you got that ticked? I don't know, is that squelch? Quick radio check, Ghetto, do you copy? I saw like a green box but no signal. Not sure where we're at on all this, to be honest.
Just to confirm, Ghetto, there is a considerable amount of background noise, but that could be your distance to us. I don't know where you're flying at currently. I don't know if you're Mostock or Beslan, for example. If you are local to here, then maybe there is some need for noise suppression on your side to cut down some background stuff. I don't know, but it's kind of understandable if you're able to speak louder to get over the background noise. But I appreciate, depending on the situation, that might not always be viable.
He's literally spitting distance down the radio from me.
I got no sound in the back. I'm not sure why it's very statics.
I don't know if you caught that, Lexor, but Ghetto says he's got no sound in the back. He's not sure why. It's very static. Hold on.
Ghetto Zebras. I heard him.
Right, so Ghetto heard you.
Chief, disconnect ground air supply.
Copy. Ground air supply is now disconnected.
Alexa, if you copy, have you got your user volume on your radio? Have you got your user volumes all turned up to maximum?
Not sure if you're transmitting or talking on the stream now.
That's for you. That's for you. I wondered if you have your user volume setting on the radio stream set to max.
I have a master volume. It's at 51%.
I don't know where your master volume is, but they are. When you drop that, when you expand that radio window, you see each of your radios, and there's a user volume for each one. Are they at max?
You only see the user volume. No, you only see the volume control. So I'm looking at the master volume. The master volume is on the cog for the radio intercom interface. You're using a user-defined radio, which has no physical controls in the cockpit for you to be able to adjust the volume. So your volume slider for it is on the UI.
Right, well I've set my master volume to 50%, the same as you. But, oh well actually that won't help, will it? Because you're still getting a lot of talking on the stream as well as an Axel. Right, so I've set my master volume to 50%, but that won't help me, will it? Because that master volume, you're hearing Ghetto with the same noise that I'm hearing him, so it's not as if my radio is too loud and causing it.
I'm not sure if you're trying to talk on stream, but you on game, but you cut off.
Okay, I was just saying that I brought my master volume down to 50%, but then I realised you're hearing Ghetto okay, aren't you? I brought my master volume down to 50% in case, like, it was coming from the noise was coming from my radio, but that's not going to affect it, is it?
No, I was saying that there was background noise on Ghetto's side, but if I can kind of understand it when he can speak louder, because then his voice counters the background noise. But possibly in need of noise suppression if there is something going on around them.
It doesn't sound like that to me. It doesn't. Well, I might be wrong. It doesn't sound like actual room noise or actual noise from him. To me, it sounds like a radio thing. I might be wrong.
Ghetto Zebras. Yeah, it's something to do with my radio.
Yeah, I think it's more radio related than locality related somehow.
Ghetto Zebras. Not actual sound in person.
Yeah, I agree. That's what I feel.
Yeah, I've had a nightmare so far with DCS tonight. Frame rate has been through the floor. I've had 3 crashes, a machine restart. I've had other things crash. It was almost like a perfect storm. It has all settled out, so the server is fine and the game client is fine. I just think maybe the client gets itself into a state that it has to be able to work through, and then when it does, it's okay.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. For me, it's mainly just frame rate. It's dropped to 4.
Yeah, well, that's well. My system seems to have stabilised considerably since I had made those changes to my graphics option.
Which I've also made.
What graphics options are you talking about?
Ones that you listed on TeamViewer, not TeamViewer, on Teams, you listed some graphics options to change on that, and I made those changes. I made it as your screenshot, 8, I think, 8,000.
Yeah, that was OBS settings, not DCS settings.
Oh wait, so I've still got settings to do in DCS on list?
Yeah, well, I didn't change anything as such. I fiddled with something, and I think the net effect of it was that it deleted my previous settings file and recreated it, and I think in the process of it doing that, I think it's cleaned it up.
Okay, so where would I look for that? Okay, so where would I look for that?
Well, I was, so the DCS updated the utility, the one that we used to use to update DCS.
Yeah.
That has graphical presets in it, and for however it happened, I ended up accidentally switching onto a preset 1 as opposed to default, and the preset 1 was not the same as my default, and I was fiddling and turning things off, and the whole thing seems to have gotten better. That might be a little bit difficult to do talking with 10-15 seconds delay on stream content, so that might need to be an offline thing, or you can make fiddles now, but I don't know how easy it will be to do that.
Okay, but I've got to go into the DCS updater program to do it.
Yeah. Well, no. That's how I did it. I don't know if that's the only way. I don't know where the DCS settings are, if it lives in a distinct file that you could just simply delete, or if it is a section within a file that holds other things. I just happened to fiddle within the DCS updater utility, and it ended up recreating the graphics options.
Okay, well, I've got even less idea about that, so I'm probably going to be stuck with it at least for now.
We can do it tomorrow, Sean.
Maybe.
I was going to give Convoy a go if anyone wants to join.
I'll try it if I get a good enough frame rate.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Who's in the air at the moment? Do we need to... Okay, we've got Warhawk there.
I'm about to take off now.
Chief, if you want to do it, I don't know if you've got access to your radio comms, your radio menu. Off of your F10 menu, you should have, I think in the KA, it's probably F5, request resupply.
I'm not getting any communications menu.
Oh, because you're in the air, I think you need to have your comms button mapped. There are two comms buttons that you can map. One only works on the ground, one works everywhere. Fair enough. So you just need to flip that over, but I can trigger it. Okay, somewhere on the map, Jeeve, there is a small yellow marker. They're one of those marker circles. That shows us where the convoy is going to spawn. We've got 2 minutes to get over there and secure the area, wherever that is.
I'm on my way.
Okay, it's over to our left. When the convoy spawns, it will make its way to the nearest of 2 drop-off points, which are at either end of the Mosdock runway. In a straight line, or as straight a line as the game will allow. Every 15 seconds, there is a dice roll made. If the dice roll is failed, the convoy will be ambushed. It is up to us to protect the convoy from ambushes. There may be more than one ambush throughout the course of the journey. It's a case of see what happens. It's all randomised, so we'll just see what happens.
Copy that.
Not that I've found. I don't think the convoy has actually spawned yet.
The yellow circle's gone.
Okay, it must be. Oh yeah, I see him.
I see them on the map, but I'm not seeing them eyeballing.
They're in a green field. If there's not as many of them as I was expecting. I was expecting two or three lorries. Well, as in actual supplier lorries, but there's 2 support and 1
Copy, I got eyes.
This is actually quite close, this one, so it probably won't take very long to run, assuming they don't get destroyed. And Jeeve, in case you're wondering, yes, they are player drivable. If you want to drive the convoy home, you can drive the convoy home. Good. there's an outside chance that it won't get ambushed, but it doesn't happen very often.
Can't wait.
There's also a danger of them being shot at by the artillery, the S-23s or whatever they are.
Is that the line?
Because they will be in range of those artillery units.
Is that the line of tanks?
Yeah. I do suspect they're not actually going to get ambushed this time. That's the first time we've had no ambush for quite some time. If it had been further out, almost guaranteed. Well, they will be guaranteed because they accumulate threat in the same way that the CSAR do. So if the journey is long enough, their threat will accumulate to the point where they will be ambushed. There's just no telling when that will be.
At least we should definitely get us resupply then.
I think people must have taken out the artillery.
Yeah, there's been nothing incoming from them, has there? I'll go and take a look and have it. No, they're still a nice straight line. I think they're still there.
Yeah, they are.
I'll go and have a go at them.
Green smoke marks the convoy target.
Copy that.
Sometimes they do overshoot, that's why the player drivable. If they do overshoot, we can always drive them back closer to a point.
Just lost my engine, and I don't know why. Oh, that's oil. Damn it.
Oh! You managed to get some supplies through?
Forgot to open my oil flap. Okay, I'm gonna belly flop.
Unexpectedly quiet. Oh look, the artillery just came online. They just started firing. It takes them ages to acquire a target. Actually, Jeeve, yeah, there is a target. We're going to go slightly north of the airfield to the T-55s.
Okay, I'm down safe, so this is a good chance for me to go take a, to have a comfort break.
Roger that.
Any better or still the same?
That's clean. Clean signal.
Amazing.
Ghetto zebras. Finally got it.
Okay, while I've still got a radio, I'll just announce that I'm going to reslot, so I'll lose radio for a minute.
Roger.
Ghetto zebras. Yes, those are for the bottom right gauge, I just found out.
I kind of lost the plot there, Ghetto. Those are for the bottom right gauge. I'm not in it. Oh, well, I'm not. I am in cockpit, but hold on. Not sure what you're
Ghetto
referring
zebras. Side cowl.
to. Side cowls, yeah. I don't want. Do I want? No, I want forward. Forward cowls is what I'm interested to mainly. I'm running out of things to use. I want to do it from my stick because I know it works from there mostly anyway. That's better. Because now, before I had to look down at that whilst I'm flying, going all over the place and click that. But now I can operate it from here. You do need to operate that now and again because the engine will overheat. Now they should be closed. Yeah, they're closed. I wonder if it'll do it whilst I'm not in cockpit. Yes, there we go. I can see that now. So that's closed. That's open. Okay. Want them closed for start. And the oil, I could do with one for the oil, really. Although that's graduated. I don't tend to use it as a graduated. I've got no other buttons I can use for two. I've got I haven't got anything I can comfortably use that keeps it sort of intuitive. I'll have to do the oil by looking down. That's easier to do. I can more easily see that one. I can still look forward and get to that, but to get to this one when it's right back, I don't know. Unless I can use these. See if it'll let me. It probably won't detect it.
Ghetto zebras.
No, I can't see it.
So nice we got the radios.
Yeah, it's good, provided I can understand it. Providing there's more talk than hiss, I'll be alright probably. Right, looks as though I'm stuck with doing the oil cooler flap manually. Got nothing left I can use for it now. Okay, it looks as I can use these two for the oil. No, I can't. They're in use elsewhere. Yeah, of course. Yeah, one of them definitely is. Yeah, okay, I'll get that. No, I'm struggling to find something for the oil, so I'll have to do that manually. So I've just got to open and close that manually. And this one I can now hit. Yeah, so that's closed. Oil is open, so I'll close that. I'll get my air connected.
Chief, connect ground air supply.
Copy. Ground air supply is now connected.
Chief, apply ground air supply.
Copy. Air is now applied.
Right, so I've just pumped that up to the fuel pressure there to get that up there. I can now proceed to start applying it first. No, let's get it rolling. On battery on. Crack the throttle, lift the latch, press the button, and throttle pump. Good. Close the air valve. Get rid of the air cylinder.
Chief, disconnect ground air supply.
Copy. Ground air supply is now disconnected.
Set the flaps ready for takeoff. Make sure my brakes still work. Yeah, the brakes are still good. Where are they? I think I'll go that way. 3708 for token.
Ghetto Zebras. Every now and then it switches off 124, just a heads up.
Ah, copy that. I'll just check mine then. Yeah, mine defaulted to 100 again. Yeah. Watch my push to talk. In fact, there's a whole load of stuff not working. So it just won't work whilst the whole radio menu is shut.
Another typical now everything comes out of play.
Yeah.
Convoy is heavily damaged, their speed is well down, I am also down.
I'm about to lose my engine, I think.
Yeah, convoy's down.
See if I can get home. Might make it.
Ghetto zebras. I just watched that, front row seats.
What? Watched what in particular?
Ghetto
there,
zebras. That plane looks good coming in on approach. Ghetto zebras. Nicely done.
Yeah, well, the engine was about to cut out. In fact, I might have lost it. I'm at full throttle. I definitely was coming in with a bad engine. It's now packed up. So what were you watching? The convoy or what? Actually, I don't know if I pushed the right button then. I might have pushed the radio button. What were you watching, Ghetto? The convoy or whatever? Be aware,
Ghetto
I'm
zebras.
currently stuck in the middle of the runway.
You're landing.
Oh, right. Oh, very good. Good, thank you. Yeah, I managed to get my gear down and get the flaps down and everything and manage the landing. I'm not sure it was a pretty one, but it was alright. But I didn't have so much engine control.
Ghetto zebras. I died trying to bomb the ambush.
Ah, right. What's the time? It's 2:30, so in theory that's us. I'm not sure what Laxor's doing. I suppose I better... Well, I could repair, I suppose, but I'm right in the middle of the runway. Oh, I see what you mean about front row seats. You're sitting right by the runway. Yeah, nice. That's a chunky little plane, you know. I think it's really good. This, I think, is definitely second to the spit at the moment. Only second to the spit, and perhaps just above the. Well, they're different kinds of aircraft. But I was going to say perhaps slightly above the Mosquito, but they're different kinds of aircraft. So, but this is a lovely aircraft. Yeah, it's got a chunky business-like radial engine at the front there. Looks good. Looks good. And I've set up a couple of things for opening and closing those cowl flaps. I have to do the oil ones manually, so I can't find a decent set of controls to do that. I might be able to do this one. If I don't know if you've seen my stream, I might be able to use this thumb button, but it's very awkward for me to move that left and right. there you are. I'll see if I can use that four-way. Might work. That's done it. Okay, it's not an easy button for me to use, but I can do it.
Chief, you might find now that your wheels are on the ground, your comms menu will work if you have not already remapped it. Nice.
Okay, I've managed to sort that. I've now got buttons.
For those not aware, a resupply has been requested.
Sorry, did you say supply has been re-requested?
Ghetto zebras.
Yep.
I bent my
Just to the northwest.
earlier this morning. It is a cool damage model. Haha.
Well, probably like northwest actually.
Okay. Right. Northwest. Okay. Thing is, I've got to get repaired or respawn, and I can't even repair on the side because I can't move my aircraft at the moment. I'll have to repair in the middle of the runway.
Sorry, I thought you was already repairing, and I know you said you were stuck.
No. What happened was when I was over our convoy area, I think they hit my engine. I'm not dead sure. I might have damaged it, but I might have damaged it by running it too hot for a while. But either way, when I came in, I had very little in the way of engine. It wasn't a glide, but it wasn't like a decent engine approach. So I was just happy to get down. That was okay. But now I've got to decide whether to get repaired. That being said, if I'd done this earlier, I would have been repaired by now, wouldn't I?
Request repair.
Copy.
Okay, I'm getting repaired.
I think I've overshot where the convoy is.
The circle's disappeared, yeah? Oh, I can see where they are, I think. Yeah. You want to go almost to your 9 o'clock. 3 o'clock. Go 2 o'clock.
Oh, I think we just lost the convoy again. What is shooting at them?
Of course, I can't set my flaps because my engine's not running. 100 seconds before they repair me.
Oh, it was a water unit, that's what it was.
Oh, it looks as though I might have been running on one Magneto all that time, because I've just moved that. I mean, I might have called it accidentally in some way, I don't know.
Convoy shooting at just targets that are in range as opposed to ambush.
Yep, copy that. Thank you. Okay, 726 for takeoff. I'm going to roll now.
Good. Convoy's rolling again.
engine's sounding rough, not sure why.
Your engine sounds what, sorry?
My engine's sounding sort of rough. There's a lot of engine management I think you have to do with the LA7. You really got, like, you're more than one occasion during a flight, you're probably going to have to open stroke close your cowl flaps and or your oil flap.
Yeah, it's much the same with the 16.
Ah, right. Giving it full throttle, it's almost like it didn't get repaired. No, 49LA708 for a landing.
Oh! Managed to get some supplies through? You are a sneaky bunch, aren't you?
Good drive. Bit more exciting that one. And look at that, that's not bad. So the way that the airfield works is that the helipads feed off of the main airfield. So as soon as supplies came into the main airfield, it fed through to the helipads. So they're now fully topped up, but the airfield is probably still not quite topped up from a rocket's point of view from the Russian helicopter side of things.
Oh, that was very messy.
Do you want to do one more?
Yeah, I'm good for that. Got to get a new aircraft though.
Not seeing the mark. Yes, it's right in the middle of Mazda.
In fact, I'm gonna, although I know a Spit's not necessarily very good for helping to protect their convoy, but I haven't flown my Spit tonight. I've been in it, but I haven't flown it, so I'm gonna get in it.
Request rearming.
Copy. Rearming complete.
radio is okay. So next one, if you saw my message, don't worry, radio's okay.
Yeah, I can hear you. It's incredibly quiet there.
Oh, hang on, okay, stand by.
No, whatever you did or whatever happened, it's better now.
I didn't do anything.
Okay, well maybe it's just the radio being the radio and it's just phased out and came back in.
Yeah, I hadn't said it correctly, so it's no problem. That was just down to me. So back in my spit, I thought that something had happened because it was on 105 instead of 124, but it's because I hadn't selected it on the radio itself, which of course I haven't been doing it.
Right, yeah.
And of course I've got my seat back now. The LA7 is not set up in SimShock yet. So oddly, it's not showing me on the map. I've spawned in my usual place, but it is not showing me where I am. It's not showing me on the map.
Okay. Not sure about that.
No, I mean, it's not a problem as far as I'm aware. I'll just go and see what happens.
Probably means the game thinks you're not alive.
That's what I was thinking, but I don't know what effect that's going to have.
Nothing will shoot at you. Yeah, I think because if we destroy that lead APC, it might, or the BTR, it might let it start going again. Either that, or I'll jump out and drive one of the trucks.
Okay, well, not to worry for a minute. I'm just going to have to speak on my string for a sec. Tank girl is still there.
Probably can't move because of the damage.
Yes, happy smiling.
Oh, hi.
Yeah, it's only the lead APC though, BTR, sorry.
Sorry, they're talking on radio.
Although that's not even...
I cut the radio for a moment just so that it's easier to speak. I certainly don't recognise your name. I don't think you've been on my stream before, so hopefully you'll see something you like. In theory, we'd be quitting very soon, but we might go on a bit longer.
Ghetto Zebras. Let's do it. Tank Girl 90. Nice you.
Well, there is a convoy to the somewhere to north and west, I think Maxwell said, which we can go and try and protect. Spitfire is not the best for that.
I like the convoys.
Yeah, they're quite good fun. If they get attacked, our job is to protect the convoy. This is for the sake of Tango. Our job is to protect the convoy if it gets attacked, and that's a little bit of a random thing. Not Spitfire isn't the best because you've only got bullets on a Spitfire, so you've got to actually hit the thing that you're going for. If it's a vehicle, that's okay, but if it's infantry, that's not so easy to get. But so something with rockets is a good idea if possible, because that way the blast pack will take out infantry. But this is my aircraft of choice. I've been flying the LA-7 all night because it's a new aircraft to me. But this is my favourite aircraft ever. I'll jump out in a minute and show you if you're still there. Let me know if you go, Tank Girl, because otherwise I'll be talking to myself. So just to check, so that I'm not talking to myself. Well, I'm not.
Girl 90.
Oh, there you are.
Very pretty.
She's absolutely gorgeous. To me, the best aircraft ever. Can never be equalled because there'll never be a need for it. So,
Girl 90.
Absolutely beautiful.
Does that Spitty not have the Hispano cannons?
It does have, yeah, it does have 20mm and 7.7s. Unfortunately, yeah, you've got about 15 seconds of trigger
Girl
squeeze.
90. Hoot.
They can't take rockets. This is a pity. I'd like to be able to take rockets. I think that would be useful. Okay, I'm just going to take off. Hold on. Do you fly at all, Tank Girl, or do you just do tanks? Also bear in mind there is about a 13-second delay between me speaking and you getting it. Let me know if you go.
Tank Girl 90. Funny enough, I don't do tanks in DCS, though I should. I do fly and have been flying for about 4 hours.
Oh, excellent.
Ghetto zebras.
What stuff do you... I'll bet you like the jets, don't you? Well, actually, Ghetto, go ahead if you want to, because if I'm sitting here chatting, oh, you know what I'm like, I end up just like sitting here chatting instead of getting on with it. So, feel good to take off, so.
Tank Girl 90. I was flying my 10C2 all night to relearn her, then I swapped over to the Apache, then ended with my Hind.
Ah, now see, I'm not good with choppers. They're not my thing at all, and jets aren't either, really. I've got the F-16, but I've not flown it very much because I just find them, to me, a bit boring. These warbirds are it for me. They are absolutely it. They're lovely things to fly. I get in here and I feel as I can like smell the fuel.
90. The choppers are so much fun because they are so complicated. I enjoy the challenge.
Yeah, that's also true.
90.
Try the LA7 as well, because the LA7 is definitely more complex a startup procedure. So it's quite good fun from that point of view. And even when you're flying, you've got engine management that you need to be doing, like opening flaps when the engine gets hot and things like that. And it's got the flaps and the gear. The lever has got 3 positions. You've got up, down and neutral. And when you've moved either your flaps or your gear, whichever one you've moved, once it's finished moving, you've got to put that lever back to neutral to use the other one. So you put your gear up and then you put your lever to neutral before you can use your flaps. So there's more to it. There's quite a lot to it. I'm going to take off now, so stand by. As I say, don't forget, please let me know if you go so that I know who I'm talking to. And thanks for joining. Oh, and that's what I get for talking, isn't it? Look, I didn't take my break off.
90.
That was lucky.
I will be going soon. I need to come down from my front PP.
Okay, well I'll just take off. Hopefully you'll be sticking around here long enough to see the takeoff. Now that I've taken it out, taken the brake off, there we go. Perhaps you could join us on this server sometime, Tank Girl.
Tank Girl 90. I should. I have never flown my girl. Well, she's never taken off without freaking her out.
Yeah, well the thing is, yeah, come here because there are people that do use the 190, and this server is very easy going, and we like to help each other an awful lot. So we're a couple of people I've helped with this a bit, and with the LA7 soon after I got it, and with the Mosquito and things like that. We're a helpful bunch. So come and join us sometime.
90. What is the server called?
It's called Bill Lagland 2. So it's B-I-double-L, that's me actually. The server is over my left shoulder. Bill Lagland 2.
Thank you,
So
sir.
L-A-G-L-A-N-D. If you want to, do it now. If you want to get the information, you can type !DCS in this chat, and it will give you the take you to the necessary place to get the information so that you can get into it.
Girl 90, we fly on the Labyrinth server. Join the Discord for server details and more information about the mission.
And please get the spit on trial. I love to have people flying in spits. We had 7 of us flying in warbirds out to a mission the other night, and it was absolutely lovely. So please grab a spit. And there is that saying that she's a lady in the air, but she's a bitch on the ground. But we'll get you past that. We'll get you past that. We'll get you flying much quicker than if you have to try and just do it by yourself. Getting a spit on trial, it's not going to cost you anything. Have it for a couple of weeks, come in here, let me know you're there, and we could even possibly, what I did with Ghetto was we open up a chat on Discord so that I could share my screen so that you could see what I was doing in the cockpit. And attack the enemy convoy. Well, it's not showing me on the map, is it? I don't know why. It thinks I'm dead. There's the remnants of the convoy, but I'm sure there's still plenty of them still alive.
I have favorited the server for the future. I am going to go now and work. You have a fantastic stream. Tank V5 love.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad you put the server as a favourite. We're going to look. Okay, yeah. Thank you for the remark about the stream. That's nice to hear, and thanks for being there, and thanks for interacting, because obviously it's great to have people there, but if they can interact as well, that's great. So yeah, come and join us sometime. Get that spit on trial. Whereabouts in the planet are you, by the way, Tank Girl? I'm not asking for your address, but roughly what area are you, what country, etc. Canada, lovely, been there, yeah, been there only once, but it was lovely. Did a tour, we had a hire car, it was a lovely, we got about 10 days I think we had, it was really nice.
Oh! You managed to get some supplies through? Alright, sneaky bunch, aren't you?
By the way, Tanker Lift is still there. We usually fly Friday night and Saturday night. We tend to start quite late, so it'll be about 11, about 11:30 p.m. UK time, and then we go through usually till about 2:30 in the morning, but obviously sometimes longer as tonight. Attack, and I think I better have TV. Oops. I could see that happening. We could all see that happening, couldn't we? I think that's probably it for me. It's now 3:15.
Ghetto Zebras. YHSHE sounds good.
Yeah, it's a good engine sound, that. What's going on here? I've lost everything. I think I'm going to have to come out of the server and go back in again.
Ghetto Zebras. Good flying as always, and we'll catch you guys next week.
Yep, great stuff, Ghetto. Thanks for being there. It's been good fun. I've done a lot of flying in the LA7. I'm now getting withdrawal symptoms, so I've been in the spit just to get back into it. So that's really good. I'm going to put my radio on just for a quick chat and sign off of Laxor, etc. Laxor, copy.
Interesting. Yeah, received.
Okay, yeah, I came out of the server and went back in again. Frame rate's actually popped up now. It's above 5, so that's good.
Yeah.
It's at 30 something, so coming out the server, I think, and going back in probably did some good. And maybe doing stuff that you said about on the updater, maybe that'll help as well.
Yeah, I think for me certainly over time maybe there are entries been there that have gotten corrupted, maybe duplicated, I don't know. And it all being recreated seemed to make it a lot cleaner.
Yeah, okie doke, yeah, that's good.
Because I've actually got graphics settings slightly higher than I had before, and I'm getting better frame rate.
Oh, okay. Yep. Okay. Well, that all sounds good. So maybe at some point we can look at that. Just to let you know, there's some on my stream. There's been Tank Girl 90, who said she would probably at some point join us on a stream on this server. Principally A10, I think, and perhaps Jets, but also has the 190, but haven't flown it yet. And I've explained that we are all very helpful as much as we can be here. So, maybe that'll be someone else to join the server.
Yep. It's certainly. I would like to think the server is a good place to come and experiment and learn with either your existing modules or modules that you're brand new to. I would describe us as, the DCS community tends to be like very polarized. They're either sitting there in their replica flight suit with their Top Gun sunglasses and got the Top Gun music playing, like the Air Force wannabes. And then there's other people that are just relaxed, and they might be ex-forces themselves, or they just don't take it quite as seriously. And I think we fall into the latter of the two groups, and I think we're better off for it as well.
Yeah, and I know that people even Ghetto, who I think is possibly on his way out at the moment, possibly, I don't know. He was just saying good flying as always, and catch us next week. So whether he's still there, I'm not at the moment, I'm not sure. But as an example, helping Ghetto with the spit and with the LA7, only because I was a bit ahead of him getting it. Otherwise, he'd have probably been helping me. But as I explained to her, it's we're a helpful bunch, I think, and it pays off.
It does.
I'll quickly pop back onto my stream for a second.
Yep, all good.
So, Tank Girl, I don't know if you're still there. I suspect you might be lurking. Damn it, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh dear, I was going to say something. I was going to make a point about something, and I can't remember what it was. It's obviously something to do with a server. No, it's gone. I can't remember what it was. But anyway, at some point, if you're still there, grab yourself a Spitfire as well and let us take you through that. I think you'll love it. Okay, so for the sake of people still on in the server that have got their radios on, and for the sake of people that I've got 5 people on my stream, which is very nice. I hate to go when there's still people watching, but and 5 is a big number for me. Okay, perhaps a lot of people have many more than that. on their stream. 5's a very, very acceptable number for me, and it also makes it much easier to communicate. If you've got a number of people trying to talk to it can be very difficult. So anyway, I waffle. I'm gonna fold now. So for the sake of people on my stream, and for anyone else that's still in the server, thanks for being there and flying and for talking. And we'll be out again next Friday night. Okay, so take care, everybody.
Okay, Bill, have a good one, man.
You too, Sir Chief.
Oh, didn't have a mouse on the right thing. Friday's good, and it was a good session tonight. And take care, and I'll see you. Well, catch you when I catch you next.
Yeah, I agree. It was a good session tonight, one way or another. I flew the LA7 way more than I've flown the Spit. I only actually did one sortie in the Spit. All the rest of it tonight was LA7. But that just goes to prove the worth of the LA7. If it's pulling me away from the Spit for a while, I'm sure it can even out a bit more and do a bit more in both of them. So yeah, catch you next Friday.
Alright, take care. Alright.
Yep, TTFN.
You have a good one. Like sort of.
Yeah, you stay safe, Chief. Thanks for joining.
Right, and now for the sake of anyone that's still on my stream, this is just for the people on the stream. Thanks for being there, thanks for chatting, and if Tank Girl's still there, hopefully we'll catch you on the Bill Lagland 2 server at some point in the future, and we can work together on something, on a new aircraft, or even the 190. I've not flown it. In fact, I'm not sure if I've got it. Have I got it? I don't think I've got it. I'd get it on trial just so that we're in the same aircraft. If you wanted to fight our way through through the controls and learn how to do it. So anyway, I'm probably talking to myself anyway, or at least I'm probably not talking to Tank Girl because she's probably gone. But never mind. I'm going to fold the stream now and be flying again next Friday, somewhere in the region of 11:30 p.m. UK time. Take care, everybody. Thanks for being there. TTFN.